Hello, everyone. Today, we are depressingly going to look back on Manchester United's 2024-25 season. Knocked out of the FA Cup at home to Fulham, knocked out of the League Cup by, was it Newcastle? I can't even remember. Who the hell
I
knocked
don't
us out
even
of the League
know.
Cup?
The League
Someone
Cup?
knocked us out of the League Cup.
Maybe. I think it was
I
us.
think
I
it
don't
was
even.
Newcastle.
Probably.
And losing the Europa League final to Spurs so they can win their first trophy in 17 years. But we're here to talk about player of the season, games of the season, etc. So let's begin. My player of the season is Bruno Fernandes. Now, he might be on his way out. I didn't say this in the transfers video, but he might be on his way out. Al Hilal tabled an offer of 100 million with a 1.2 million a week contract with all these incentives. He's got 19 goals and assists in the league this season, 39 in all comps. Top 5 most chances created, most tackles in the league. He is one of the best midfielders in the league. I don't think that's an argument. But do you think he should go to Saudi? Or do you think he will go to Saudi?
It's life-changing money, isn't it? Like, I saw
It
that,
is.
the numbers that they were putting up, it's ridiculous. But I think that you could use the money right now, especially if you're going for players like Delap. You've just got the here we go from Cunha. You could easily get 3 more players with the funds that you'd get for Bruno. If they're paying up front, which the Saudis, I don't know if they do or not. If they put it in installments, I don't know. But it could be an option. I don't think it's very cut and dry as in like, oh, well, no, he has to stay. Otherwise, we're fucked next year. He's Mr. Man United, but who's the next Mr. Man United is how you have to start looking at things.
That's the
okay?
thing. He is 31, so
He's not
you know.
he's not done anything like with United. Like they've been at a standstill for a while, and it's just dropped off obviously recently. Is it going to get much better with him there? I don't think so. They need a new captain as well. I think.
I don't know. I'd want him to stay. Obviously, I think we're better with Bruno there. He's not like Pogba, where he's detrimental and he's shit and he doesn't try. Bruno always tries. So yeah, I hope he stays. My player of the season. We've gone for surprise player of the season. I could say Ahmad. I feel like he has world-class potential, and when he's on the pitch, we've always got a goal-scoring threat. But I'm going to give it to Mazraoui. £12 million, solid, 57 appearances. He finally got injured yesterday. He finally pulled his hamstring.
We were waiting
50,
for it.
57 games, man. This guy, and he's always 7 out of 10 performance. This is the profile of player we should be looking for. He understands the system. He's intelligent. He doesn't lose the ball. Defends well. He's just a very solid, very athletic player. That's the kind of thing we need in a 3-4-3. So shout out to you, mashallah, brother. And thank you, Bayern. Thank you also, Mazraoui, for saying free Palestine and getting kicked out of Germany. Anyway, moving on. Disappointing player of the season. You'll never guess who I said.
I wonder.
Fucking number 9, Rasmus Højlund. 4 goals in the league, 14 in all comps. I'm sorry, but 4 goals in 32 games. Fuck me. What the hell?
That's a Joelinton season.
What the bloody hell? Mate, it is. You know what? I think someone somewhere in a pub, I can't remember, said maybe he should be a midfielder like Howe did with Joelinton.
Jesus.
I was like, no, man. I don't think so. But also, at the same time, Joelinton didn't look like he played football, and all of a sudden he became a box-to-box, ball-handling midfielder. So
it was ridiculous. Like, that transformation was strange, but I think that Højlund is just not suited for the Prem.
Yeah.
I just think that, I just don't think it works. It worked with Ten Hag, but now Amorim's in. I just don't think he's the man that's going to get Højlund firing. I think Delap could be firing a lot more under Amorim than fucking Højlund will.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree. And I think it's time to cut our losses because I don't think his value is going to go up next season. Don't think he improves. My game of the season, it would have been...
We know what this is.
No, it would have been United Lyon, but we lost the final. So for me, that game doesn't count, right? That game literally doesn't matter. We didn't win. I'm going to go United City 2-1 because, we had a rubbish season, but we still won at the Etihad. fucking.
That's fucking stupid. That's so fucking
What,
stupid.
bro? We didn't win. I don't care. Like
Newcastle didn't win the Champions League when we played PSG and won 4-1. It was still my game of the season.
I don't know. I've always had the mentality of if you don't win the trophy, especially if it's a cup win, it doesn't mean anything.
That's so United. That's such a
It's-
big club thing.
Yeah,
to
you know,
think.
it is. It genuinely is. And I know that right now we're not performing like a big club, but in my brain, that's just how it is. And it sucks because, you know, that 5-4 was insane. And even the semi-final against Bilbao, we beat them 3-0 away, was insane. But we couldn't beat Tottenham. We couldn't score against Tottenham. So for that, fuck you. You know, that game didn't happen. But yeah, that was the Ahmed show. So I like that. You know, that was a good game. The best goal, I could go with Mount's halfway line goal. I'm gonna go with Ahmad against City again, because that's fucking weird, that goal. You know, he controls the ball like in the air. He's halfway in the air and he's touched it over Edison. I'm really excited for him next year if he stays fit. I think there's so much in there that can be taken off. You know, we can benefit from. I've added a player that changes the team next year. Striker. For goodness sake, sign a fucking striker. Had enough. Xerxes, yeah, great, cool. He keeps the ball. Can't score. Hoyland can't play football. Fuck off, right? We need a striker. Please, please, please get a striker. If you get Delap in, fine. I still don't think that's enough. If you want to get Delap in, maybe promote Obi. Literally, focus on the attack. I've heard Amorim wants 2 more attacking midfielders. Literally get 1 more attacking midfielder and get another striker. Please, brother. We need goals. This is what stopped us this year. And also our goalkeeper. But I feel like...
You don't really need 2 more attacking midfielders if you can keep Mount fit, to be fair.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe we want a second one if Bruno leaves. But I think just 1 is needed. So a striker, please. And a 1 word... I'm going to sum up the season in 1 word. There's so many words I could use. I could say shit, but you know, that's Neanderthal-like. So I'm going to go with horrific. We'll say horrific. Because Jesus, it's been horrific. It's been really bad.
It's been bad.
It's been horrible. But you know what? We jumped out of the bottom 5 on the last day. Proper United way. 42 points, our lowest ever Premier League tally. But we didn't get 20 losses in the league. Joke's on you.
That's true. But they did win a trophy. So...
Yes, so that was a United season review. I'm so happy the season's done. Time to build. I back Amorim, by the way. I want to give him more time. I want to see him cook. And I say if we are going 3-4-3 in the first team, go 3-4-3 from the academy all the way up. Be consistent, sign players that fit the formation from 7 years old up to 17 so they can all be integrated into the first team if they're good enough. That's my thinking. Ratcliffe, you heard it here first. And yeah, next up, Newcastle season review in a bit.